to Microsoft Ignite 2022. This is your day 2 update. So again, today I've picked a few updates that I think are going to really be interesting for most of us on the infrastructure and security side. So first up, I wanted to talk, yesterday we kind of touched on the predictive auto scale for VMM scale sets or virtual machine scale sets. And one of the things I wanted to kind of emphasize was alongside this, if you kind of see up on the screen here for those of you joining us on the video side of things, with the VM scale set update in GA, by the way, today, is also the Azure Monitor log updates for cost optimization. So we talked about that in a separate context yesterday, but I just wanted to kind of tie those together for everybody. So go ahead and read up. You can. I'll show the URL for all of our Book of News 2022 in a little bit here. The next one that I think is really great is some of the endpoint and security. So to help organizations get a little bit further along their journey, Microsoft has extended a 50% discount on Defender for Endpoint Plan 1 and Plan 2. Remembering Plan 1 is your entry point. Plan 2 is more for enterprise automation and management. So you can get, for a limited time, they haven't announced what that time is, but for a limited time, probably the next week or so, organizations can get 50% off those MDE plans. So that's a really great way to jump into Defender for Endpoint space and really help to accelerate. And of course, the next thing that's coming up is our beloved Sentinel, right? So we have quite a few things around Sentinel that were announced at Ignite, of course. But one of the things that I was really excited about is, again, tying in the basic log ingestion and the archive log tier. So they've announced price change as well for the archive tiering, going from 10 cents a gigabyte to 2 cents a gigabyte. That's a huge decrease in storage cost for many, many organizations, especially when you're talking about multi-year retention. It does add up over time, of course, right? So the archive logs also offer now full searchability for up to that 7 years. And that's a huge, huge thing as well. Being able to search in our archive logs is really critical to be able to tie together long-term incidents and potential behaviors within our environments, of course, right? And of course, the backups of those logs and log restore. So log restore enables us to restore logs for high performance, moving from archive to kind of hot tier, if you will. And that means that our queries are going to run much faster, and we can, of course, run interactive queries now. That is one of the restrictions in the archive tier, to not run interactive queries. So the other thing is, if you work with your Microsoft partner or your Microsoft rep and just give them a call, you can now get guidance and resources and an assigned expert from either Microsoft directly or a local partner to help simplify and accelerate migration from any pre-existing scheme that's a competitor to Microsoft Sentinel. So this one is really exciting for me because a lot of times I come into organizations when they have an issue or they're already trying to migrate and they're running into trouble. So it's going to be really exciting to see how that program plays out. And hopefully we'll be able to get into new organizations that are trying to migrate into Sentinel before there's a bunch of kind of headaches and things to bring on iron out those wrinkles, right? The other update I wanted to just touch on really quickly with everybody today was low-cost IP protection options for Azure DDoS. So this is really kind of an interesting update. So there's so much infrastructure and security updates. It's hard to kind of roll everything in. And, what do we pick to talk about today? So these are the ones that really jumped out, and I think they're going to have a lot of impact for organizations that I tend to work with. So this is what I'm hoping you're going to be able to pull away from this today. So for small and medium-sized businesses, this gives enterprise-grade protection at an affordable entry price point. So enterprise-grade protection with small business pricing. Really, really cool. Microsoft has heard all of our organizations talking and asking for this to be available. So So now we get the flexibility to enable DDoS protection on individual public IPs and defend against those distributed denial of service attacks. And that IP protection can be individual. We don't have to enable it for the whole organization. We don't have to enable it, for example, Azure Firewall Premium, but we can now pick one or two IPs that might be publicly exposed, for example, an application endpoint, things like that, that we're able now to add that DDoS protection. Really, really awesome update that we're able to see coming from Microsoft this week here at Ignite. So if you have any new tips or tricks that you want to talk about with Ignite, feel free to weigh in just up on the screen here. So if you're hearing this or you're watching this back, you can see on the video that we'll have the link here for news.microsoft.com/very not Ignite-2022 book. So there you go. I'm Andrew Lowes. Thanks for joining me again for Azure Tracks here today. And I hope that everybody had really enjoyed their Ignite experience. There's a few more sessions coming up for the end of the day today. And there's a few kind of overnight for all of our international friends outside of North America. So thanks again for joining me.